Hi guys, it's been so long. You're just gonna be seeing this way in the future, but today is June 16th and I just finished filling out some paperwork here for our, I guess, process of having a baby. So I wanted to document like everything, and then when we're ready to reveal everything, then we have these memories to show. So Crystal's currently working. I'm just here with the puppies. I had washed my hair, so I'm pretty much getting ready to do my hair. And when Crystal gets out of work, it's like a super short day for her. We're gonna go to the movies. But tomorrow is our initial consultation, and I am so nervous because I'm just afraid. I've never had a scare of pregnancy. I've never, I've never had any of that. I've never miscarried. I've never had a scare, nothing. That also happened with my sister, but she ended up having a baby. It was just probably like God's timing. It didn't work out. But I'm just scared to hear what they say, or if they find anything. I've been regular since I got my period. I haven't missed a beat. So yeah, that's the only biggest concern that I have, besides the cost or whatever. Like, I was expecting the cost, but just the fear that there's complications, that's very high for me. So yeah, I'm trying to stay positive, I'm trying to stay calm, but yeah, that's just my biggest thing. So I don't know if I'll be able to keep vlogging in there because I want to make sure I pay attention, but I'll make sure that I keep updating and like documenting at least the information, because I want to be as clear as I can with these videos. Because I remember, I've been wanting, Gemsy keeps looking at birds. It's so freaking cute. But every time I looked at videos, trying to find like information, there was never really like details about it. So I want to be as transparent as I can with our journey, just for people out there. I'm gonna have the description box filled as much information as I find or I learn. I will be communicating that there, as well as through the video. Yeah, I just want anyone else, same-sex couples, even hetero couples that are just struggling, hopefully this does help you guys. But yeah, so today's June 16th, tomorrow's our appointment, and let's see how long it takes for you guys to see this footage. Good morning guys, today is Monday, June 17th, and I just wanted to update you guys. Our appointment was canceled. Our doctor had a family emergency and she will be out for a few days. So as upset as I am, oh God, I'm trying not to get emotional, it's kicking in more as the time gets closer to what would have been our appointment. We've been waiting for this for years, and for the first time that we actually scheduled something for it to be canceled, it's just like, it's nothing, it was just a consultation, but still it's just like, puts a damper on on my, what I thought was going to be the beginning of our journey to being moms. But after being so selfish, I thought about the doctor, and God forbid it was something super serious, and I hope everything's okay. I hope it isn't anything serious. But yeah, so I just wanted to update you guys, and we'll talk, I guess, when our actual appointment would be, so stay tuned for that. Morning guys, today is June 23rd, and I have my consultation rescheduled again, and it's gonna be sometime this week. I believe it's Wednesday, June, shoot, what is today's date? Where's my phone? Sorry. Look at this cutie bear. You enjoying the air? And the other one's over there. Crystal got some sunflowers and stuff for letting some sun hit them. But looking like the 26th, I believe, or the 27th. I'm really not sure which date it is, but it's at 7:30 in the morning, and I'm excited because it is sooner than the July 9th date that they had rescheduled us for. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope this is like quick in a way, like that you know, like everything else goes pretty much weeks, you know, like it only a couple weeks would pass before the next step follows. It doesn't take like super long, like months, but we'll see. It's all in God's timing. It's all his plan. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys. I know this first like several clips are just all about this consultation being rescheduled, but I wanted to just, you know, record everything and let you guys know pretty much the update. So that's that. I'm kind of cleaning the kitchen right now. I cleaned up the puppy's like entire little play area, like playpen area. When we leave, we put them in there. Nala's currently barking at a neighbor. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna keep cleaning, and next time you'll see me is regarding the consultation and hopefully a date for testing. So stay tuned. We just finished. She surprised me. I didn't know she was coming, but we just finished our consultation, and so far so good. We have a lot of exams, blood work, and all that we need to take care of, but I'm so excited. Hi guys. So I quickly wanted to talk to you. 1 second, my ring. I quickly wanted to talk to you guys about I guess our consultation with the doctor, since I didn't really get to catch you guys up since we were in the elevator and people were there, and it's weird. So pretty much we had a long conversation about Crystal and I's history, separately and together, our plans, pretty much like our plan, what we want to do, and pretty much I stated that I want to carry. Crystal does not want to carry. We both still have to get tested for infectious diseases and all that stuff, so we have some blood work, which actually we're going today. Today's the 27th of June. We're going to do that together at LabCorp, and then they will send the results to the fertility clinic. Then what happens next? Oh, the day of my next period, the first full day, like the first, so they explained to me if I am not having a full flow by 3 p.m. of the day, then that means that's not the first full day, it'll be the following day. So just to call, I have a number there of the lady I should call so we can schedule an appointment, because they are going to do an internal ultrasound so they can check inside. So I thought that was weird, because I'm like, you know, I'm menstruating and bleeding, but that's the best time to see what's going on inside. So pretty much it's a lot of testing, a lot of you know, ultrasounds, blood work, just to make sure that I am ready for the IUI. So they are going to do an intrauterine insemination. That'll be step 1, and then of course if it fails, then we move on to the next phases. So far for the consultation, I didn't have to pay anything, but I did want to mention that I do have progeny as part of my insurance for my employer. So, you know, pretty much my insurance is, I think it's pretty good, and they do cover infertility. Now, I am currently in the process of figuring out what she will diagnose me with to hopefully see if progeny will cover that, which I believe it will, but you never know. So I'm in the process of that, and once I start getting money figures, I know a lot of people, especially me, I've been researching for years for Crystal and I to you know, create life, and no one ever really mentioned prices or, you know, more in detail of things like that. So I wanted to be one person that was very open and transparent in regards to our process. So pretty much now we are going to get lab work done in about a few hours, and there I probably will have to pay something, and I'll make sure to, you know, include that there big disclaimer, you know, each case is unique. So just because I'm telling you this is what's going on with me does not mean that this is what will go on with you and your journey. So just keep that in mind. I just wanted to give everybody an idea. I like to get a lot of feedback, a lot of perspectives from different people, just so I can make my own and then kind of be familiar with what experience I'm going to be facing. It's not, you know, written in stone. This is it and that's it. But this is one of the many scenarios that can go on in regards to yeah, going to a fertility clinic. So I think that's pretty much it. So I have this scheduled for the blood work, the labs, which then they'll send to them, and then I just have to contact them when my next period is, so then we can schedule the ultrasound like the next day. And then 5 days after that I have a follow-up, which I think it's more blood work if I'm not mistaken. And then if everything looks good, oh wait, there's like some kind of ultrasound that they'll do, that they have to put some liquid in my tubes to make sure that they there's no blockage or polyp. So yeah, there's like a lot going on, but you know, when they come and they happen, I will let you guys know, so you can expect, or at least have an idea of what to expect if you're going into this now or later in life. I hope you guys appreciate this. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope I'm covering everything, because my memory is really bad, and probably by the time this video goes up, which will be months later, I have answered all of your questions. So yeah, until next time. I'm trying to make sure I put the dates in so you guys can get like a little time lapse of what's going on. So I'll talk to you guys probably after the lab, or maybe, I don't know, when my period drops in a few weeks. So stay tuned.
Hey guys, guess who's ovulating?
I'm ovulating. I'm on the toilet. I'm ovulating.
Giving the oh, I'm
no,
not
there's no pee. There's only pee. Babe!
Sorry.
Grab it. There's no pee in that end. It's only in the bottom. The other way. To get it out of here.
I don't know if y'all can see that though. There it is. There it is.
I just got pee on my hand.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Uh-oh.
I'm ovulating!
But she's ovulating. Kirsten is on the toilet and she's ovulating.
Oh my gosh, babe.
We're keeping it real with these mofos, right?
Oh, so, okay.
Alright.
Alright, I got you.
Alright. This is just, oh. We're not live. Remember you said we're not live, so.
I gotta edit everything.
I'm blurry, anyway.
So tell them how you feel.
I'm blurry.
Good morning. Today's date is July 22nd, and I'm currently on day 3 of my menses, as they like to call it. I have an appointment in about an hour to get an internal ultrasound. As part of the process, they're just going to, I guess, monitor how, I don't know, the flow is. I'll find out more information when I go in there. But I just wanted to update you guys. This is like the next step. So I was supposed to check in day 1, and then they scheduled me for today, which is Monday, since I got my day 1 on Friday. And yeah, so I'm going in, and then I'm going to work. I'm going into work late just for this. And then on Saturday I have another appointment, and that one is for this dye. They're gonna drop it in my, I don't know if it's my uterus, or I don't really know, I don't remember the paperwork, but it's supposed to travel through to make sure there's no blockage in my fallopian tubes. So yeah, there's like a radio something. So I need to go to Maryland for that one. But I just wanted to keep you guys updated on, I guess, my follow-ups and what's going on which step goes where. So I just needed to wait for my next period to drop in order for them to run these 2 other tests. And then hopefully by the end of August, when my next period drops and then I ovulate, when I'm ovulating, I will get inseminated. That's the plan. So hopefully everything goes well today and Saturday. And yeah, that is as far as I've gotten. I'll keep you guys updated. I am super nervous, excited. I feel like the time is nearing to hopefully see a positive pregnancy test for the first time in my life. And I don't know, something I've been waiting for my entire life. Not my entire life, because I wasn't thinking about this when I was 5. But entirely like all of my adult life. So I'm really excited. I will keep you guys posted. This is going to be a long, dragged out like montage of clips. However, if it's like super long, I'll probably break them up into different parts. But yeah, that's that. I'll keep you guys posted. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Good morning. Today is July 28th, and I just wanted to update you guys on what's been going on. So I went and I did some lab work, and I don't really know. I did lab work, and then my doctor said that she wanted more lab work on my thyroid because she felt that she just wanted to know a little bit more on what's going on with my thyroid. So I got blood work done, and then they responded back and said that it looked a little elevated. So they wanted me to start Synthroid immediately. And that was after, yeah, that was after I was already starting the 6,000 units of vitamin D a day, because my vitamin D was super low as well. They expected 30, mine was at 18, or 30 and over, mine was at 18. So I started the vitamin D, and then I had to add Synthroid in the mix because my thyroid, I honestly thought was like super over. Like I thought I was literally my mom, because my mom has hypothyroidism. So I was really emotional when I got the message saying that I needed to start this medication, because you know, I go into the rabbit hole and I start researching, and I'm thinking like, oh my god, I'm gonna be on this thing for the rest of my life, like, you know, start beating myself up about it. So the following day, I go on the website where I'm allowed to see my own results from LabCorp, and I see that on this normal scale, from like, let's just say 0 to 4.9, I'm at a 4.2. So technically I'm still under the normal scale. However, Shady Grove likes you to be at 2 or less for your thyroid, just to prevent any birth defects or, you know, issues with the baby. So I 100% agree. Like if that helps me get greater chances of a 100% healthy baby, then of course I'll take the medication. Side effects are, I think you start losing a little bit of your hair, which I feel like I've already been losing. I think I'm on day 4 or 5, or maybe it's just natural shedding, but automatically I get paranoid and I think I'm losing my hair. But anyway, so I'm currently on Synthroid, currently taking 6,000 units of a day of vitamin D3. And my prenatals, I take Theralogics Prenatal Complete, or Natal Complete or something. There's 3 pills that I take. The reason I take those is because it was recommended by the doctor. So I've been taking those since my initial appointment with her. So I believe it's been almost a month by now. But yeah, so Saturday, as you guys saw in the last clip, I went and I did an HSG. So, oh, before the HSG, I was prescribed these pills called doxycycline, which are like an antibiotic. So I was prescribed to start those on Thursday, 2 days before the actual procedure. So I was like, oh my god, another medication. So I had to like time everything out. Oh my gosh, Nala. All right, I'm back. So I'm gonna show you guys the pills that I take. They're from Theralogics. They're called Theranatal Complete, and it's comes in these little like foil packets, so you just take one and you drink the 3. My battery's dying. Wonderful. So I'm gonna try to speak until this battery dies. So yeah, so I have to time out these medications. The Synthroid goes first thing in the morning, empty stomach, so I make sure I take that. That's the best way for it to get digested, and for me to pretty much absorb the hormone. I think it's a hormone. And then I wait, and then about an hour later I usually eat breakfast, and then there I throw in my 3 prenatals plus the 2 vitamin Ds that add up to 6,000 UIs. And then usually like 2 hours after I eat, I take the doxycycline, which is the antibiotic. Since I already had the procedure yesterday, I will just pretty much need to finish this bottle, which will be another few days, and then I'll be good. I don't have to take this anymore. And then I would just stick to the vitamin D. She said for 8 weeks I'll do 6,000, then drop to 2,000 after 8 weeks. And then for the Synthroid, I start for 2 weeks on 25 mgs and go up to 50 mgs after 2 weeks. And then they'll monitor it, and I need to pretty much meet with an endocrinologist to make sure that my thyroid is pretty much taken care of through pregnancy, since after Shady Grove hopefully successfully gets me pregnant, after a certain time I would, you know, go to an OB instead of, or whoever I go to, rather than them. So they want me to pretty much like already set up with a endocrinologist so they can work with me after that. So through my pregnancy I will most likely be on Synthroid, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that is the latest on medication. So the HSG happened Saturday, and every time I have another test I pretty much get super nervous because, you know, I've never had a pregnancy scare. I've always thought something was wrong, you know, whatever it may be. And I don't know why, I just always thought maybe I'm the one child that cannot get pregnant. You know, like all my brothers and my sister all have at least one child, and I always wondered like maybe I'm the one that's supposed to not be. I don't know why I think that way. I think it's my anxiety and I'm a little nuts. So we went to HSG, so everything else was good besides, you know, me having thyroid, and also I'm thinking I'm dying because, you know, something else was high, which was totally normal. Anyway, we'll get to that. We won't get to that because it was me being a hypochondriac. So yeah, HSG. So we have to drive to Maryland. That was like an almost 2-hour drive. The insurance that we have, it's like an additive to the insurance, like my insurance, and then there's like this other insurance that only deals with like infertility. So, you know, as many insurances don't offer infertility coverage, this company does. So I was super excited because, you know, it's expensive. So that's another thing that I'm just like so happy about. But anyway, camera died, but I'm back. So HSG, I feel like I'm dark over here. I'm trying to get like the best lighting, but this is what we're gonna have to deal with. So we did our HSG, well, I did my HSG. So we go drive almost 2 hours to the, I guess the bigger Shady Grove in Maryland, Rockville, Maryland. And I'm thinking it's like an all day thing. So we get up at 4:30 a.m., you know, get ready, be out of the house by 5:45, the latest. So we're on the road. We get there literally at 7:45 because we have to get there 15 minutes before our appointment at 8 a.m. So we get there, pretty much it's like a PAP, but they clean out my cervix with, I forgot the name, starts with a B. It's some kind of cleanser. And then they get this catheter in there, and then they like release this dye. And this dye is supposed to be released, and then at the same time there's this x-ray machine that's laying on top, not laying, it's above my stomach, like lower area, and then she's getting images. I thought that was like a whole bird. It's like a hawk around our back area, so I'm just like, what the heck. Anyway, so yeah, there's this x-ray machine, yeah, there it is, taking pictures of the dye to see where it's going. So the whole point of this test is to see where the dye goes. If the dye goes from my uterus into my fallopian tubes, make sure that there's no blockage, polyps or anything like that. That will avoid a successful pregnancy. So she's doing this, and I'm just watching I'm fascinated because you see the dye, and it's just like this darkness. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen like ink. I don't know, it's like the coolest thing, like ink and water, and you just see it, and there's like the pictures of the x-ray. It's like moment per moment happening. So I have no idea what's going on, but I'm already freaking out because I'm nervous. Like, what if there is something wrong? You know, I'm hyping myself up to think that I can't have a baby. So anyway, we did all that. They give me, like, you know, the care things and stuff, and make sure I continue the doxycycline because there's a high probability, not a high, I'm lying, there's a risk of getting PIC, which is pelvic inflammatory disease. They haven't really seen it, but they must mention it, so they usually just prescribe doxycycline, which is an antibiotic, to make sure that if we do get it, we are also you know, taking medications for it. But anyway, so I sit up. It was like a weird experience. I sit up, and I'm just like, you know, the only thing I told her was I really am impatient, and I just like to know things like right away. Also on that day, they took my urine sample, so I don't know why they took the urine. I guess I'll find out on Monday with my follow-up with my doctor. That I don't know because I forgot to ask. But for the HSG, she said, she's like, look, this is the dye, and this is your uterus, this is the one fallopian tube, and you can see the dye going through it just fine, and then here's the other fallopian tube, and the dye's going through it just fine. So everything looks good on my end. So I was really excited that there was nothing wrong, I guess, in that area. So now it's pretty much just a waiting game for tomorrow morning to go and see my doctor to see what she says. Yeah, that's as far as we've gotten so far. I know this is like a lot. I think I'm definitely gonna separate like journey to getting pregnant to like the getting pregnant part and on, because it's just a lot of information, and people don't speak about this at all. At least I don't think. They usually just get to the, oh, we're inseminated and we're pregnant. Like, I just would love to let someone know, like, this is what happens, you know, way before it all goes on. And yeah, so that is the current update. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. I know these videos will be up months and months later. However, you know, any knowledge that I can give to you, you know, whoever wants to start a family and has questions, I would love to share them with you. But that's it for this one. I will let you guys know what goes on tomorrow. Hi guys, welcome back. So today is August 19th, and Crystal and I just had our counseling session with the social worker. So pretty much going through Shady Grove, they want anyone who's receiving any kind of donor specimen, like eggs, IVF, any kind of assistance in reproducing. They want them to go through a session with a social worker about pretty much just talking about the process and stuff. So she just went over it with us, like the different scenarios, just cleared up a lot of questions that we had regarding, you know, what, when, where was the best time to speak about our choice in building a family. So it was very, very helpful. So she is now going to send the information through to Shady Grove and just let them know that we did finish this part of the process. Next, I do have to get some, hi baby, some blood work again on my TSH level, my thyroid, since I have been taking Synthroid for my elevated thyroid. So that is the next step. You have anything to say? You haven't really been on. I've just been updating. You're a hard-working woman, baby.
This is so the kid can look back at it.
Yep, that's it.
And see how fresh I was during the preparation of the
So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm excited. We still have some, like she said, it was pretty much a lot of, we don't really know the course that this is gonna take us in, like the little bumps on the road and stuff, but I guess with the foundation that she built us on, we'll be able to handle any of those bumps. So yeah, so that's that. We did that. I'm currently on day 2 menses, which means my next ovulation, which is in 2 weeks. It sounds so much better than the other word. Menstruation, my period. So
the wet rag.
the red bitch and flow, all that. So next step is when I ovulate in about 2 weeks, probably a little bit over, like 2 weeks and a couple days. When I hit, when I surge, which means release this something in my body, this chemical that is pretty much preparing me, the egg, to be ready for fertilization. So that'll happen in about 2 weeks or so. And then I call, we go to the clinic, and we get the IUI and hope for the best. So we'll keep you guys posted. I'm excited and I have to get ready to go to work. Bye.
I'm excited too.
Baby.
I really am.
You are. I know you are. You wouldn't have gotten this far with me.
Right.
Hi everybody. So today is Monday, August 26th, and I just finished ordering our specimen vial. So I'm scheduled to ovulate on the 3rd of September. So I ordered the vial today so it can get shipped and delivered by Friday, due to it being a holiday in the weekend. So Labor Day, they don't deliver on Mondays, which is kind of what I wanted, and I don't want it to be delivered Tuesday just in case I do ovulate sooner. So I'm going to call the office tomorrow where it's going to be shipped to, just to make sure that they can receive the specimen beforehand. So that is the plan. I'm going in on Wednesday for monitoring. So they're going to do, I believe, blood work and in ultrasound, just to make sure that my follicles are growing, and I get a mature egg when it's time to ovulate. So I'll probably be in there several times before the actual insemination day. So so far I'm not nervous. I'm trying to keep my mind off of it, so I'm not, like, you know, obsessing over it. I'm trying to stay busy. I'm also doing the OPKs at home. So I got this off of Amazon. It's an Easy at Home, that's the brand. And so far so good. Today I did a test and there's no surge, which is to be expected since I'm not supposed to be ovulating for another week. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. And if you have any questions, just leave them down below. Thank you. Hi guys, welcome back. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the update. So I will include a video probably now. I'm currently at the fertility clinic and they're monitoring my follicle and my hormone levels. So they just drew blood, and now they're gonna do a ultrasound to see how big my follicle is. I was here on Wednesday, and the follicle on my left ovary was 14 millimeters. They wanted it at 18 to 20. So hopefully today it has grown. So I will keep you guys playing so you guys can hear what goes on. was a uterine thing? Did you see that yet?
Yep, the lining was good, so thickness was fine. It was over 10 millimeters, so that's great. Over 8, we're kind of happy with that, 7 or 8.
Okay. Is it expected to get bigger like as the time?
It thickens, yeah. As you get closer to ovulation, it'll
Okay.
thicken up, so that's good. Getting there. You probably want it to grow a little bit more. But...
Okay. So Wednesday, I had scheduled a monitoring appointment where they pretty much take my blood and do an intrauterine ultrasound just to see how my ovaries are doing, how many follicles are in, and also if one of the eggs is maturing. So one of the follicles, I'm sorry, is maturing. So on my left ovary on Wednesday, I had 10 follicles on my left ovary, and one of them was the biggest, which was 14 millimeters roughly. And then on my right, I had 5 follicles. That's it. So then they called me and they said, later in the day, they called me just to get me the results for the blood work, and they said your estrogen level is at 80, which is good. That's right where we want to see it, and your follicle was at 14, so we want to see you in 2 days. So today, 2 days is today, Friday, the 30th of August. So I went in today, did the same thing, got my blood drawn, and went in for the ultrasound. So then she checked left ovary, 11 follicles, and then the one follicle that was growing is now at 17.2 millimeters. They expect it to be between 18 and 20 before, you know, usually around, that's when I start surging. The Luda, I already forgot what it is, the LH surge. And then I guess the estrogen level also shows that I was surging, so they wanted to schedule me for the IUI for tomorrow. So I'll actually play the voicemail that I received, and that's where it says.
Hi Curtis, this is Jess calling from Shady Grove Fertility. I'm calling with your results from your monitoring appointment this morning, and you are actually starting to surge right now on your own. Your follicle is 17.2 millimeters in size, and Dr. Esposito would like you to call our office to schedule your IUI for tomorrow in Chesterbrook. So please give us a call, 717-763-1036. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
So I got that voicemail and I called Chesterbrook, scheduled the IUI. So we have to call them at 10:15 to, call them at 10:15 tomorrow morning so they can start thawing the specimen, and then at 11:15 is my scheduled IUI. So I called her as soon as I could, and yeah, it's happening. So tomorrow is the big day. You have anything to say? A woman of many words. Excited?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's happening. I'm so excited. Pray for us. I mean, you won't see this until after But if you wanted to, you can still. I think that's all the updates I have. Yeah, pretty much. So I did ovulation predictor here, and it doesn't show that I'm surging. But then again, that can switch within hours. So I'm gonna try again, I guess, before bed tonight, and then I'm gonna try again tomorrow morning before we go in. But if my blood work is more accurate, then I'm gonna go with my blood work rather than these Amazon pee sticks. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. Hopefully we're gonna vlog the experience tomorrow, and then the 2-week wait, the dreaded 2-week wait. So stay tuned.